Yeah, welcome to today's episode of Family Circle on ABS Television. My name is Favor Madiebo, and the topic for today is how birth control helps family and the society. And with me today to talk about this topic is Ifeanyi Adino. She is a nurse and a midwife, a registered nurse and a midwife.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
And also Onyinye Anapo. She's also a registered nurse and a midwife.
I'm happy to be part of the program.
You're welcome. Ifeanyi, can you tell us, introduce to us or define to us birth control and the origin of it?
Thank you very much. Birth control, also known as family planning, is a method used by individuals of couples or families to attain the timing, the number of children they want to have, and the spacing of their children. And that brings us to the origin of family planning. Family planning is as old as man. In fact, our ancestors used family planning methods, also known as the traditional method. And at some point, it was first initiated, the family planning clinic was first initiated in the USA by a woman known as Margaret Sanger. That was in the 1920s. 30 years later, they started getting reports of Nigerians abandoning children everywhere. Children without parents, motherless babies were getting filled up, then criminal abortion cases, death cases. So they brought down family planning clinic to Nigeria, firstly in Lagos, handed over to Dr. Adeniyi Jones, who took charge of it to a certain extent. It initially started in the year 1958, to be precise. So at some point, he had financial restraint, so he stopped. After some years, some group of women came together. Women from all nook and crannies of Africa. Women from all walks of Africa. You talk about the barristers, they were among it. You talk about the religionists, talk about the nurses, talk about the common man. So, when they came together, they formed a group and they started this family planning clinic again. The traditional method got effaced. It wasn't in practice any longer because it has high percentage of failure. The failure rate was high. So, they introduced a new method to us. That's when we'll talk about the natural and the artificial methods. Thank you very much.
Do you have anything to say?
Okay, thank you. My colleague actually said it all. But in family planning, according to World Health Organization, they made mention of couples and individuals. That is to show you that family planning is not just for couples. Even a single person trying to avoid unintended pregnancy can actually partake in it. So that is why you are in control, not by chance. You are giving birth by choice. That is the summary of the family planning. You have babies by choice, not chance.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Onyinye, can you still tell us the different family method that we have?
Oh yes. To make it more simpler, we divided family planning into two. That is the natural and the artificial method.
Okay.
Now, under the natural method, that is, you are not using any form of hormonal. You are in control of it. Okay. So now we have different types under that natural method. We have what we call periodic abstinence, and or we call it calendar method. That is, you use your calendar to know, okay, I have 28-day cycle, so I will abstain from sex on the 14th day of my cycle so that I won't get pregnant. Okay. We also have what we call the Billings method. The Billings method, you are now checking the mucus, cervical mucus, that is the discharge you're having from your vagina, how thick it is. You will not get pregnant here. Is it slim? Is it a slim mucus or something like that? You are now checking what is coming out from your body. Now we have what we call the coitus interruptus. That is simply withdrawal method. The withdrawal method is what some people also use. That is, if you're having sex, you just interrupt it by not ejaculating inside to avoid pregnancy. We also have what we call the basal temperature, because during ovulation there is always a rise in temperature. So what you're doing is to check every morning if you are now in your ovulation to avoid sex. Also, we have what we call the LAM. It's an abbreviation known as lactational amenorrhea method. That is, you're a breastfeeding mother. Some of our mothers, as far as they're breastfeeding, they won't get pregnant. So that is what the natural family planning is all about. Now we have the one that will combine the three. We combine the Billings, we combine the basal, and we also combine the calendar aspect of it. We call it, that is making use of the three. That is the symptothermal method. So that is all about natural family planning. If you listen, we do not add any pill to it. Simple.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Can I say that the family planning helps? Like, it helps if you don't want to be much. Like, if you don't want to give birth to many children. If you don't want to give like 4 or 5, like when you and your husband have decided that we want 3, for it not to occur again, it just means to do family planning, and it's also good for the society too. I always advise the parents to do family planning, because we are giving birth to many children, to make the children move around, start walking on the streets, do many things which is not good. So suffering these children is not good. So you decide how many children you can train, that your capital can train. So I advise, or I urge our parents to do family planning.
I don't believe in family planning because human resource is the most important resource in the economy. We talk about family planning because of inefficiency, lack of planning and management. We cannot use what we have to get what we want. Population is an asset. If people in authority refuse to plan, to work, and to use what they have, well, we can begin to talk about how to control that. And if that is what people want, let them do it.
Well, actually, it's very obvious in this sense that lack of family planning has actually contributed to the inability of some parents to take care of their kids, both morally, academically, and it has transpired into making society having a thought in the will of it, the will of things. So I think the place and the actual thing that the family planning does in society is to help. Casually, Brandy was no onye muta kogas or soya, then the society will be good.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Family Circle, and the topic for today is how birth control helps family and the society. Oyinye, can you, aside the fact that this can you just tell us the side effects of some of these methods, both especially the way you use the Billings method, all those methods? Can you tell us the side effects of all these so that people will know the one to choose and how to go about it?
Thank you for that question. In natural family planning, what I have basically for all of them to know about natural family planning is just that is safe. It doesn't make you add up like most of them. That is their fear. That's one thing about them. Unlike injectables, because some people bleed it in between cycle.
Okay.
That is, some people tell you, after I had my injections, I've been bleeding for some time. It's okay to reassure your patient, you know, because some of them, they are reversible and it will stop with time. It's just when you are having a threatening, which for now we've not had a threatening life situation after family planning, and we don't hope to have such. So now what's the side effect basically now is amenorrhea. Some people will tell you, after my family planning, I didn't see my menses for 1 year. They are reversible also. So that bleeding in between is also a side effect. And even the failure. Some people at least, you cannot say that all her family planning is 100% safe. That's just, you might have one failure in almost all, no problem. It's still not a problem. Then we can have people, BP, if you're a BP patient, there are some family planning you should talk about. You are not meant to have some of the family planning in artificial.
Okay.
Then also if you're breastfeeding, you don't have to rely in natural this, because you can take it without knowing. And that is why some people will tell you that they have 4 months gone without any knowing. And if you ask them, were you menstruating? The person will tell you, no, I'm breastfeeding. It's okay. That's also some of the side effects using a particular family planning.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Something to add up.
Okay, add.
This is still the reason why we encourage people to seek a professional advice. For example, here in Anambra State, we have so many family planning health care personnel. Those that are ready, that are standby, that are always there at the clinic, waiting for you to assess the family planning method that you need. You understand? So we advise people, instead of going to the over the counter to get 1 or 2 drugs, because you know that all these drugs are available in the market. So many of them are available. So people do go to the pharmacy shop to buy and take. So it's just best you meet a family care provider to assess you, because you don't just go in for family planning. There are some tests that has to be run before you commence the family planning. You have to be counseled, properly counseled. You have to be tested for different reasons before you can say, okay, you can choose the one you want.
Even a good family medical history. Your medical history, because there are some disease in the family that you should let them know. We assess all those things. If you are family, you have BP, you are non-BP, obesity, we need to know all those things before you choose.
The ones to talk to you about.
To help the whoever that comes for these things. Okay. All right. Onyinye, can you still talk on? Okay, let me throw the question to Ifeanyi. Can you tell us reason why women, after taking all this precaution, you know, their particular pill or something like that to avoid pregnancy, at the end of the day, they still, some of them still find themselves getting pregnant? Because I have a friend, you understand, she has finished giving birth for like 10 years, and she's on a steady family planning program, the one she's running, you understand, and she still got pregnant. She's not the only one. I've known some other women too, you know, they complain. So please, can you tell us why this happened? Even when they're on birth control pill or something, or family planning, they still get pregnant.
Thank you very much. This has been happening. It's not just because you said it. You hear so many people saying it outside. So the reason is, one, so many people skip their drugs. Example, the pills. You don't ever skip it. If you take it by 7 a.m. today, tomorrow by 7 a.m. you're taking the next tablet. Next tomorrow by 7 a.m. you're taking the next tablet. So you maintain the way you're supposed to take it. Some people flop in the treatment, in the regime. That's why it happens like that. Then another reason is, you notice some people, At some point, they get, as she said, my colleague said, people that are hypertensive are not supposed to use a particular type of pill.
Okay.
Some can be on a particular drug and develop those ill health.
Okay.
It can interfere with the reason for the drugs.
Okay.
Another reason is that so many other people, they are not careful, they are careless. We have so many careless mothers everywhere. Okay, mothers of nowadays are very careless. Like they don't even remember if they've taken for today.
Okay.
They don't even, and when they miss the tablets, they are not ready to seek for solution.
Okay.
Tomorrow they will go ahead and take it without knowing that they've interrupted the process.
Sorry, so what of the one for the implants? Because what of if you have the implants and you still get pregnant, you know? Like the one you take for, like you said, there's one you take for like 5 years or 6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Like
talk about
Jadel.
that.
Jadel is 5 years. Some people, in fact, when it is being inserted, you're given a card to remind you that this is when it will stop working. You need to come to the clinic. Some people some people throw away the card. They don't even know the reason for the card, even after telling them. So some people carry it more than 5 years. And those that are still within the 5 years, some of them are my colleagues' fault too. Because, in fact, you need to go to the health facilities to meet the real family planning care provider.
Okay.
Because if you meet anybody anywhere, the person can tell you, I do it, I do this, I do that. They come and put it for you. Maybe they when they have gone to hospital sometimes and watch doctors do one or two things and they think they can do it. No.
Okay.
There are things you should know before doing those things. There are sites you place them. You don't place them anywhere. So if it is not properly placed, it can happen.
Okay. You still have to tell us how easily accessible is this family planning to us, especially here in Anambra.
Anambra is really doing good when it comes to family planning.
Okay.
I think all health facilities, all healthcare facilities, go to primary healthcare. I mean our health centers.
Yes.
That's what we do call them. There is no health center that you walk into now, they will not have at least trained personnel that goes for training and all those things, because they do train every time to make sure that we equip the masses consuming that family planning. So it's accessible in all and very affordable. In some places it's even free. In most conditions, yes, you will see some facility, they will tell you, come, because they need to pull crowd. Come, I need to educate you on this. We're going to do this free for you. Come. And that is just the way it is there. Affordable for both the rich and the poor. You cannot say that you cannot afford it. So that's just it.
So you're saying that these health centers, they are everywhere in your community. People can just walk in, to know how to go about this family. Okay, that's very good.
I have something to add up.
Okay, you're free.
There are so many health centers in Anambra State that at your doorstep, you can easily access them. Then some private hospitals too.
Okay.
They offer family planning.
Okay.
And they also have qualified nurses. Wherever you see a midwife, be rest assured that midwife can offer it because it's in the curriculum. It is being taught in school.
Okay.
Apart from the normal training, it is being taught in school. So any hospital that has a midwife can offer family planning services.
Okay, that's good.
So it's everywhere. It's available. And it's for everybody.
Okay. So Ifeanyi, can you still tell us the benefits of this family planning to a family and to the society in general?
Yes. Thank you. So the family planning enables you to train your children very well. Because when we talked about the definition, we talked about spacing, child spacing. The first one might give the other one 2 years or 3 years.
Okay.
Within that space of 2 years or 3 years, the woman also regains herself. She recovers completely from childbirth.
Exactly.
Because the normal puerperal period, like period of 6 to 8 weeks post birth, that's post delivery, after you've delivered, is not enough for the woman to return to her normal
Exactly.
self.
Okay.
So she has time to recover fully. She is healthy, so it promotes health for the woman and the baby.
Exactly.
Because when you're pregnant, there are so many misconceptions. When you're carrying a new baby and you're pregnant, people will tell you that baby is sucking blood, you should stop breastfeeding.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yes, I've
so
heard
so
it
many
too.
misconceptions. So when you stop breastfeeding that one, he or she will get sick. And if he gets sick, they will tell you that she's not happy that this one is coming. So many stories.
Yes.
So the truth is that it enables you to recover fully. It allows for the child to grow well. You'll be able to take the child to school, register the child, enroll the child. When you do that, you yourself, you find out that you are fully recovered and you're ready to have another one. And it improves the financial state of the family.
Yes.
Because when you have this one, you're carrying this small one, another one is in the stomach, another one is like this. The husband won't be able to cope.
That's true.
But when you give space, when you space your children, the family will be balanced. It will be as if you're living a very comfortable life.
Yes.
Okay. Then to the society, it promotes, in fact, the population.
Yes. Overpopulation.
Yes. It has a way to tame
Check.
the population.
Yes.
Because you're not giving birth like all the time. There are no abandoned children everywhere in the streets.
Exactly.
The society is improved.
Yes.
You have trained children. Because when you start having so many, they become nuisance to the society.
Exactly.
And when they become nuisance to the society, every life is in danger. Because you don't even know where the person is coming from. But when there is child spacing and good family planning in a family, it extends to the society. Because you produce children that are healthy, that has complete sense,
That's good.
and or whatnot. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, like you said, during pregnancy, there is a whole lot of mental stress, emotional stress. It's not only to the woman now, also even the husband. The person might not be pregnant, but the person goes through a whole lot of mental stress, financial stress. So that is what child spacing will help you. And there are some high-risk pregnancies. People that of age from 35 and above, you understand, we call them high risk from that age. We even have young children, like younger adults, that are also high risk from complication from pregnancy. So when you try to offer this kind of family planning to them, it makes them it extends the way they give birth and also promotes health, like she said. So also now in the society, that population is an issue, economic issue now is too much. The society at large, they would be at a great, a whole form of problem because we cannot meet up to the demand. Now even school fees is on the high side and other things. So that is why it is very important for us to introduce family planning to whole family. In fact, husband and wife should come together to the clinic to make this decision in order to help the health, the society of the woman and also the family. So that's one thing about family planning too.
Thank you. So quickly, what advice do you have for health workers, because they are the ones attending to all these people? Both of you, what advice?
Okay, my able colleagues, since this one involves us, there is one thing we should do. We should do good, not to even bash our patients, our clients. We should be empathic and try to give them all details, answer their questions correctly. In fact, you should be sincere and honest in whatever question they are asking you. It will help them in taking decision. So we should also make ourselves available. When you are handling family planning, if there is a day for family planning, you should always be available.
Yes.
you should always, so that anybody that walks in, you attend to the person without having them. Some of them will try to remove the agenda. If you are not there, they might say, okay, tomorrow. And because you are married, anything can happen. And just that night is enough for you to take in. So we should always be available in our duty post. We should also give informed and sincere and honest answer to them. Also try to calm down their fears and worries, because that is one of their problems. They will hear a whole lot of things and they will come to you. If that is actually the problem, answer sincerely, and that solves the problem.
Okay. So quickly,
I'll have to tell my colleagues out there to always start family planning as early as in pregnancy, during antenatal.
Exactly.
That's where it is started. Talk about family planning, health, educate them. Most times I advise people to come with their husbands to ANC clinics, so that they will hear. Because family planning is not just for women, it's for both men, any vulnerable group, all these adolescents, they can access. If they come to your clinic, you don't scold them.
Exactly.
You call them, you talk to them. They are free to have family planning services. So it's not just for women that are pregnant, or you invite them to come with their husbands for antenatal clinic. You talk about family planning. Do not hide anything. Tell them all they should know. Clear their doubts and misconceptions, and set them free from bondage. Because when you don't have enough knowledge about a particular thing, you're in bondage. Do you understand? So
even going for outreach in a community is very important to help educate them.
yes, health education is very important. Tell them the method, the procedures, everything. If it's going to be painful, be plain. Tell them. If it's, so that's it. And if we are going for trainings, we should keep updating ourselves and be sure of what we are learning, in order not to be a problem to women in the society and others at large. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. We have come to the end of today's episode of Family Circle. Onyinye, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And Ifeanyi, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. We are glad.
Okay. Join us same time next week for another episode of Family Circle. Thank you so much. Goodbye and God bless.